Hello. Welcome back to Hunter Tuned. Today, I'm actually going to talk to you guys about my DSM again. So you guys know in one of the last couple videos, we were working on this thing. I had an alternator issue where the alternator wasn't charging. I since fixed that issue and it ended up being a bad alternator from the parts store. So believe it or not, I actually had gotten an alternator from AutoZone, put it on the car, and it just didn't work like crazy. I took it back, they tested it, it failed the test, and everything on the car was fine. So I went through the whole harness and I was like, oh, what the heck is going on here? But it was literally just a bad alternator out of the box. So fixed that, got a replacement one for free, obviously, from AutoZone. They gave me a new one. So I actually got the higher amp one this time instead of the lower amp, and I put it on and the car's been great. It's been charging 14.5 volts. Everything's been doing good. Drove it out here to the shop and I ordered a turbo for it because the turbo that was on this thing was a little bit tired and it made some noise when it was cold, and it just like it burned oil, like it smelled like oil all the time. It leaked oil into the intake. It just smelt and sounded bad. And when I would get into it, it would just like struggle to build boost, and then it would come up to like 18 pounds. So it was kind of like one of those things where it was just a bad turbo. But when I pulled it out, here it is. This is the old turbo off of the car, and when I pulled it out, it really doesn't look that bad, but I mean, it definitely has quite a bit of shaft play. So I'm thinking that this thing's just a little bit too tired. So pulled it off. I actually just got a replacement one from eBay and threw it on. Came with like all the new oil lines and everything like that. And the car, it seems to run great now after I swapped the turbo. So I fixed that and I just pulled the intake back off just to check and make sure that there was no oil or nothing getting in the turbo, which there's not. So, and I just ripped it. I took it out for like a solid, 20-minute drive and just beat the shit out of it. And it's genuinely fast now. Like before with that turbo, you would get into it and it would take at least like half throttle or like 4,500 RPM for it to make boost. And now like you just get into it just a little bit and it's like freaking 20 pounds right away. So I'll have to do a drive video with this car soon, but did want to talk to you guys about this because I got this car kind of as like a little project, just to, fix up and maybe sell. So I bought this car obviously with all these issues. I fixed the charging issue, fixed the turbo issue, and I just kind of cleaned it up. I did an oil change, just kind of went over the car, inspected a lot of stuff, and cleaned up some loose ends. And I think it's good to go now, and I probably could daily drive it, but I don't really want to. DSMs aren't really my flavor. I like Hondas, and I haven't had a Honda in a really long time. So I was thinking of possibly throwing this thing up for sale now that I got a lot of the bugs worked out. So I was going to throw it up for sale or possibly trade for like an EG Civic or something like that. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone screen because I'm filming with my phone, but my camera's over here. Like if I'm looking my eyes directly at the camera right now, it probably looks a little bit more normal. But when I'm looking at my phone, like seeing what I can see on my phone, I look weird because I'm like not looking at the camera, So anyways, yeah, this thing's pretty dialed. I'm going to try to maybe post it for sale now that I got these bugs worked out. I don't even know what to ask for it. I haven't had a DSM like ever, but I know I can't find any for sale. Like I can't find any of these cars, whether it's a TSI front wheel drive, TSI all wheel drive, nothing. I think the closest one for sale is like a whole state away. So I don't know what these things are worth. I really don't. I mean, this thing is like fairly clean. It's got 118,000 miles on it. The underbody rear pinch welds are a little rusty, but I mean, it's still a pretty solid car. It's got good tires, got aftermarket wheels, full exhaust. I think it's got Megan Racing 3-inch exhaust. New alternator. It's tuned with a black box ECU and it's got 550cc Evo injectors in it with the black box ECU tuned. And yeah, it's got like innovative wideband. I don't know, just some stuff. But like I said, I want to get into a Honda. I really want to and I don't want just any Honda. I want something a little bit different. So I've had a ton of D series, a ton of B series. I think it's time for a K series. And I don't really want to buy like an RSX or anything that comes with a K series factory. I would rather, I got to trim my beard. Holy shit. I've been wrenching out here all day, so I look super scrubby. Sorry. Anyways, I want to get a K series EG. I've been following Christian Morrison built a lot lately, and his K series EG just fucking rips. And they just sound awesome. And I feel like to get my love back for Hondas again, I got to get something like that, because I could build a whole nother B series and just do the same thing over and over again like I've been doing for myself for a long time. I think it's just time to start on something a little bit different. I want to try a K series, but I want to get one that's already swapped, because I don't really have the time, honestly, with all the other projects I have going on. I do not have the time to build one of my own. So I'm going to think, you know, maybe reach out to you guys and see if any of you guys have one for sale. Like I said, I'm going to try to sell the DSM here. I'm going to try to sell this. And I have, I actually just bought a 2013 Ford Explorer. It's a SUV, if you guys didn't know what a Ford Explorer was. I bought a 2013 Ford Explorer for a really good price, and I'm gonna have my girlfriend drive that, and I'm gonna sell her 2014 Ford Fusion 6-speed EcoBoost car. So I'm gonna have some money or some trades to throw out to people if they have a K-Series EG. So I'm gonna look for one, see if I can find a good one. I know they're not easy to find. I actually missed out on one a couple months ago that I almost went and bought. That was in Wisconsin. I think I could have got it for like $4,500, and it needed like a couple little things. So that would be awesome if I could do that. But like I said, trying to get back into the Honda game a little bit, but I want to do it with a different chassis, and I want to do a K-Series car. So yeah, and I want to just go rip on one and go drag race it and whatever else. But DSM thing, these cars are really cool, honestly. I really like them, but I think I've had my fun with this. I don't really want to build it. I don't really want to make it any faster than it is. I just want to maybe let somebody else enjoy it. So that's what I'm going to do with this thing. I just kind of poof it down the road. And that's it. I think this thing's pretty dialed. Probably do a couple little more touches on it and then take some pictures of it probably tomorrow and list it for sale. But you guys probably know, I mean, the car, you know, it's got a couple little things here and there, a little clear coat fading on the trunk here. But honestly, this stuff like almost rubs off. Like if you rub it hard enough, the color almost comes back. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, so got a ton of stuff to do and a ton of stuff to talk about and film. And I filmed a couple videos I just haven't edited. It's just easier sometimes to grab my phone like this and throw up a video. Screw it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see. Mustang is coming along really good. Got my last piece of the puzzle the other day that I'll probably make a video on very soon. But this is the intake that's going to be on the car now. Now we just got to plumb, you know, the turbo kit and stuff like that. I got the Cavalier engine and transmission and drive shaft all in. So this thing is literally a fuel system, accessories, exhaust, and a Holly Terminator away from running and driving and going ice racing. So little sneak peek, the engine is in, it's fully fitted and everything like that. So this is awesome. Just got to do a couple little things to get this done. So I'm going to hopefully get this back on the lift tomorrow or the next day, but I wanted to put the tail on the lift and just pound that turbo out, which actually took a lot longer than I wanted it to. But anyways, we got it done, so that's what's important, I suppose. Yeah, so that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think this car's worth, or if anybody's interested in this car, shoot me an email, huntertuned@gmail.com, or hit me up on Facebook or something like that if you guys are interested in this car possibly, or what you guys think it's worth. I don't know what it's worth. It's an automatic Talon TSI front wheel drive, but it's pretty decent. It rips pretty good. I just blew them off at like 50 miles an hour. So it's pretty quick. It's a fun car, whatever. I'm gonna quit babbling. Yeah, have a great night. See you later.